Hello, welcome, I'm Jo. For some of us, our first ever arm balance in our yoga practice is crow pose. And it might still be something that you're learning or possibly even struggling with. It could be that you're not doing anything wrong at all. It may be that you're just missing a few key components of what the body needs to be able to come into this counterbalance. So my aim for this short session is that the first part will break down a few drills to prepare the body, all the areas of the body that we need to be able to find it. And then the second half will just break down the pose itself and prepare ourselves to take off and fly in our crow pose. And what you may want prop-wise is to have a block or a couple of blocks. And if you feel like it will help you overcome the fear of coming into the arm balance, maybe have a blanket or a sofa cushion ready at hand as well. Okay, let's get started. We'll warm up the hands and the wrists because that's what we're balancing on. So we really need those to be strong and prepared. So spreading your fingers, let's find a tabletop position, really spread the fingers and press the knuckles down, and then just moving the shoulders backwards and forwards. Sometimes your crow pose might be put into a vinyasa class and you're in a studio full of other yogis and it might feel just a little overwhelming, and that's possibly one of the reasons why it's not happening, because the pressure's on. You've got to try and do it. I'm sure your yoga teachers offer you options, but let's find this time on our own in our own safe environment to see how it goes today. Find a neutral spine and just lift the heel of the hand now and lower it. Keep all the knuckles down. And now coming up onto the fingertips and lowering to the palms. Fingertips, palms, keep going. Okay, from the palms, either turn them out to the side and rock side to side, or turn the fingers back to face the knees and just rocking backwards and forwards a little here. And then turn the fingers back to face forward, coming onto the tops of the hands now, fingers face each other. Spread those fingers and then make a fist, really clench the fist and then open it back up again, opening and closing. Okay, back to tabletop position, only now round your spine up, really round it up, tuck the tailbone, tip your chin a little so you gaze between the thumbs, really grip into your finger pads for me, but make sure all the knuckles are still pressing down here. What we're trying to do is spread the shoulder blades apart, so really protraction of the shoulder blades, and then hugging the core and ribs up. Keep this, tuck the toes, we'll start to work the core, and then just hover the knees for hovering table. So keep the spine up, really engage here and keep the shoulder blades apart. Try not to collapse there between the shoulder blades. Keep breathing. As breath is important in your yoga practice, as you know. We're holding the pose, not the breath. Set the knees down a moment. Lower the belly. And then round the spine up again. Keep it. Pick up the knees to hover. Really hug the core and ribs up and in. Set the knees down. Lower the belly. Chest through. One more time, round your spine up, pick up the knees, hover. Okay, set the knees down. I'm just going to move a little further forward on my mat. Maybe you want to join me because we're going to move a little differently now. From that tabletop position, send the right leg back and the left leg back for plank pose. And then each leg will come towards you, towards each arm separately. So step your right foot forward so the knee touches the elbow, and then step it back. Left foot forward, knee touches the elbow, step it back. Right side, left, right side, left, keep going. Just one more on each side. Excellent. Set it down, roll out the wrists, see how it feels. I'll do that one more time. So from your tabletop position, step both legs back, find plank. Step the right foot forward, squeeze the knee as high up to the arm as you can. Step it back, left foot. We're tapping the toes as lightly as we can, really squeezing the knee up. Keeping the shoulder blades apart. One more. Set it down, hips to heels, roll out the hands. Find lizard pose with me. Both hands to the middle and left, step the right foot outside. But I want us to round the spine here. Take the back leg as far back as you can. Keep the knee down or pick it up, but round the spine. Back knee down, step the right foot back, move your hands towards the middle and the right, step the left foot outside the left hand, round the spine up again here. Back knee down or back knee lifted. Keep rounding the spine. And then this time, step your right foot outside the right hand. Heels in, toes out, squat. But reaching your hands forward so that we can bring the upper arms to touch our knees. Press the hands forward and away. So this is already creating that shape, that compression of knees to the backs of your arms. So that's another key component. Core, spine, and the compression of legs to torso, knees to arms. Okay, we're going to move the hips up and down. Each time we bring the hips down, bring the arms to the knees. Inhale, hips up. Exhale, hips down. Inhale, lifting the hips up. Exhale, take it down. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, stay in the squat, round the spine, tip the chin. Okay, use your hands, come to a seat. Option to bring your legs hip width distance or a little wider. We're going to use the block now, and you can decide which height you want on, low, medium or high. Bring your hands behind you. Right now we're going to activate the quads, the hip flexors, and the core. Fingers behind you, lifting each leg at a time. Lift the right leg, sweep it over the block to hover, and then set it back down. Lift, sweep it across, set it down. It doesn't matter how high you're getting it. Try not to lean back. See if you can keep the spine tall. If you need to, sit against a wall or a door to support you. If you get cramped, just relax the leg. You could even bend the leg a little here, as long as we're getting that little activation in the hip flexor, all right? So just keep lifting and lowering, sweeping it over. Just two more. Okay, and then the other leg, lift, hover, lower, lifting, hovering and lowering. Really think about pulling that thigh bone back. Make the leg active. Lift the kneecap up to the quad and activate the foot, lifting the toes upward. Just two more. Okay, set it down. Move your block out of the way a moment. Finding almost your Navasana, your boat pose. So bring the legs a little closer towards you and then round the spine, reach the arms forward here. Keep reaching and rounding. Just start to slowly lower the back and then maybe pick up the feet and then opening out to a low boat, lifting up to high. Inhale, exhale, in and out of the two. If it's more accessible for you, hands behind you, extend the legs lower and squeeze everything in, all right? So no hands or hands. You decide which works best for you. Squeeze it in. Just two more. Final one. Stay on your back. Set your feet down a moment. Situate yourself on your mat, on your back. Now reach your arms up. Press the palms away from you. Really spread the fingers. Imagine your hands are on the mat right now. Now picking up your knees, squeeze them towards your upper arms, anywhere. It might be that they come a little outside your arms. If you're not quite there yet, just inhale, squeeze the glutes, engage the core, lift the hips up and lower. Together, let's do that again. Inhale, lift and lower. Lifting and lowering, really pressing the core and the low back down, lifting and lowering. Flex the feet here, lift and lowering, lift and lower. So the feet are active. Let's try pointing them now. Either way, the feet are active, either flexed or pointing. Let's try pointing. Inhale, lift, squeeze, exhale, lower. Lift, squeeze, knees to arms, lower. Again, lift, squeeze, lower. Lift, squeeze, lower. Now, squeeze your heels towards your glutes and bring your hands to your shins. That's the same action you need when you come into crow pose. You're really squeezing the heels towards your glutes so that there's a little less weight there when the hips want to come up and move forward. So see if we can hold this shape without the arms. Maybe take the knees a little wider. Take the arms up again here. Pointing with the feet, squeezing the knees towards you as much as you can, wider than the torso. Excellent. And then set the feet down, bring yourself up. Now we'll prepare the arms, because the arms need our strength as well. So what we normally cue in our yoga is the arms need to come to make a little shelf to rest your knees on the triceps. So we need that strength to create a chaturanga almost. So from a plank with the knees down, smooth for the block. Hands are shoulder width here, hug the core up. Just take the knees as far back as you can. Squeeze the glutes. Chin reaches forward, hug the elbows in, but keep your elbow points, the elbow creases facing forward. See if you can really slowly lower to halfway. Hold, push back up. Spread the shoulder blades. Lower halfway. Keep the elbows hugging in. Hold, push back up. Go one more time. Lower, hold, push back up. Sit the hips to the heels, roll out the wrists. We'll do that one a few more times, okay? And we'll see if we can hold it each time. Come back to knee plank. And if you weren't ready for it, you could take the knees up, but it's just to build that strength. So spread the shoulder blades apart, hug the core up, squeeze the glutes. This is what you'll need when you take crow pose, and lower halfway. Hold for 3, 2, 1, push it back up. Breath in, breath out, lower slowly. Hold for 3, 2, 1, push back up. Breath in, breath out, hold for 3, 2, 1, push up. Sit the hips towards the heels, roll out the wrists. Okay, so these are just a few little components, prerequisites that your body needs to come into your crow pose. Strength of the core, strength of the arms and the wrists, and the legs and the space, the capacity to bring that compression, the thighs a little closer towards your torso so that we can bring the knees as high up onto the arms as we can. So now we're ready to break down our crow pose together. If you need to, for fear factor, have a blanket or a sofa cushion already towards the top of your mat. If you can eliminate anything that's going to hold you back, let's work with it, okay? Also, if you have a long sleeve top on and it's slippery, take that off, change into a different top so that you have your bare arms. That's gonna, anything we can eliminate to help us get into this pose today, okay? So let's take our hands to the mat, spread the fingers like we did for table at the start, and turn the elbow creases to face forward. So your index finger and thumb is still facing forward. Hands are shoulder width distance, and then we tuck the toes and come into a little squat. Let's move that out of the way. Okay, from here we lift the hips up, already start rounding the spine, but rather than gazing between the thumbs, gaze forward. That's where we want to start to transfer the weight. So you could already play with tipping the weight, transferring the weight forward and back with straight arms. Okay, now bend the arms, take the knees wide so that they can come onto your upper arms. It could be that they come a little outside, don't worry if that happens. Round the spine like we did at the start, like you would for cat. Now start tipping the weight forward again, making a shelf with your arms. Tipping the weight forward and back, okay? Try that a few times, see how that feels. Take the fear out of it, know that you're safe because you're not even picking up the feet yet. Spreading the fingers, gripping the fingers, transferring the weight with your bent arms. Transferring the weight so the feet get lighter and lighter on the mat. See how that goes. If you need to hit pause, have a little break, roll out the wrists, and then we'll move on. Seeing if we can lift up one foot and hold that, and then the other foot, okay? So let's try now. Knees to the upper arms, and see if we can tip the weight forward. Pick up one foot. Squeeze the heel to the glute. Set it down. Bring the hips back down. Okay, lifting the other foot this time. Squeeze everything round the spine. Lift one foot, the other foot. Set it down. So have a little play with that. Lifting and lowering one foot at a time. See if you can feel that transfer of the weight. Remember to always gaze forward for me rather than down. The more you squeeze the feet up, the heels up towards the glutes, squeeze the glute round the spine, that's going to get a little lighter. It's going to help the weight to lift and transfer to make your weighing scales, your counterbalance happen. And then if you're ready, folks, we can try picking up both feet. So have the confidence, smile about it, and have a little fun with it. Don't take it too seriously. Transfer the weight forward. Keep going, keep going. Pick up one foot, transfer the weight forward more. Pick up the other foot. Squeeze the heels to the glutes. Round the spine. Set it down. How did it go? Maybe you need a little height. You could try stepping the feet on your block. That might help you get into it a little bit easier. So bring yourself feet onto the block. Find your little squat, your toe squat. Take your hands shoulder width or a little bit wider for some of us. Lift the hips. Now you've got that little bit of height, so the knees come up higher. Start transferring the weight and then squeezing one foot in, followed by the other. Set it down. Okay, let me know how it goes in the comments. Let me know if eventually your crow does fly. If it doesn't happen for you the first time you practice this session with me, come back to it again a few times, work on the drills that we used at the start of the class. So we're really preparing the body to come into the pose, and eventually it might just happen for you. Thank you for joining me today. I'll be honest, my crow pose today wasn't on top form. It's pretty cold out here. It's hard to be warm enough to find the balance and have that strength today out here in the cold. So I appreciate you being here with me and appreciate your time, and thank you for letting me be part of your yoga journey. Have a great day. Thank you. Bye-bye.